Hello, I'm a guy that likes to talk about music, and today I want to talk about a Beatles song. It's not one of their more well known songs, but it's got a legacy to it. It's called Rocky Raccoon, which may make some people think of Rocket Raccoon, that character in the Marvel and Guardians of the Galaxy movies. And there's a reason why they have similar names, because the original Rocket Raccoon was inspired by this song. But the song wasn't a science fiction story. No, it didn't take place in outer space. It was a Western story, a gunfighter story. It took place in South Dakota. Paul McCartney sang it, and he sang, "Somewhere in the black mining hills of Dakota, there lived a boy named Rocky Raccoon." And yeah, Paul wrote it as a fun way to have his own country song, his own cowboy ballad, and or gunfighter ballad, really. And there were a lot of gunfighter ballads that were stories, and they were popular on country music radio. One of the most famous is Marty Robbins' "El Paso," a song I really like. It's a good one. And there was Johnny Cash, "Don't Take Your Guns to Town." There was Lauren Green's "Ringo." Those are the ones that I remember. And at first, this song sounds like it's going to be one of those gunfighter ballads. It sounds all dramatic, and you just know that this is going to be one of those story songs in which somebody gets shot and dies in the end. So is that how it ends? Not really. In the course of the song, it becomes some kind of comedic song. A guy gets shot, but he doesn't die. He says, "It's just a scratch." One thing I've wondered about this story is whether or not Rocky Raccoon was a raccoon, or was this just a nickname of some sort? I mean, yeah, Rocket Raccoon is a raccoon, but is Rocky Raccoon a raccoon? Because in the beginning of the song, it says there was a boy named Rocky Raccoon, and so that's how I always pictured it. The picture of the story occurring, I never pictured it as being like some kind of cartoon and talking animal western. So how does a boy get the name Rocky Raccoon? It's not Raccoon Rocky. No, it's Rocky Raccoon. I don't know. And I always just took for granted that it took place in South Dakota. Might be North Dakota. I don't know. But it says in the black mining hills of Dakota, and the hills called the Black Hills are in South Dakota. And it was a big mining area. They had a special kind of gold called Black Hills Gold, and plus, they had coal mining up there too, and I had a couple of uncles that did mining up there. But anyway, yeah, the character of Rocket Raccoon appeared in Marvel Comics in the late 70s, but his name was originally Rocky Raccoon before they changed it. Rocket Raccoon is, of course, a more appropriate name. But, you know, and instead of being from the Black Hills, he came from the Black Hole. Because he was from outer space. And in one of the stories, he had a friend that was a walrus. Yeah, just like in the Beatles song, "I Am the Walrus." Did he ever say "Goo Goo Jube"? I don't know. Yeah, for some reason, the Beatles had a few songs that had animals in the title: Rocky Raccoon, "I Am the Walrus," Piggies, "Octopus's Garden," "Dig a Pony," and a song with the odd title of "Everybody's Got Something to Hide Except for Me and My Monkey." What the heck? What the heck was that song all about? Yeah, what would Charles Manson make of that one? Yeah, there's a darker side of this song, or I mean a darker side of its legacy. Charles Manson took this song, this fun and funny little song, and decided it was a song about how you should kill certain kinds of people. And yeah, this is one of those songs from the White Album that Charles Manson decided was about an upcoming race war. He told his followers that the Beatles were angels sent from God to deliver messages to mankind, and they put secret messages in the White Album. He decided that, you know, Helter Skelter was the name of an upcoming race war, and Piggies was about certain people that needed to be killed, and Rocket Raccoon was in reference to other kinds of people. See, coon was a slang term, a racist slang term. Yeah, Charles Manson was a weirdo, and he was not a hippie. He was not part of the countercultural movement. Okay, the critics back then they said that hippies are bad. Why? Look at Charles Manson. The counterculture revolution was bad all along. Why? Well, look at Charles Manson. No. The true hippies and counterculture revolution was anti-racist. So Charles Manson was not a part of that. He wasn't a real hippie. But anyway, yeah, so why would you think Rocky Raccoon had anything to do with future events or prophecies or secret messages? There is something in the song, and I'm trying to remember it, about the Bible. The Bible is mentioned in it, like a Gideon's Bible. Something about how, Rocky found a Gideon's Bible, and something about how he decided that Gideon's Bible was one of the reasons he survived the gunshot or something like that. But anyway, so yeah, isn't that weird? A silly song can make one person want to write a science fiction story, and that very same song can make another person want to send his followers out to go kill people. Yeah, what a weird world we live in. Anyways, yeah, that's the story of Rocky Raccoon.